Hi everybody, Phil Nash here with the Suncoast School of Real Estate. Thanks for joining me. Just want to go through the Florida Real Estate Sales Associate drill and practice question bank, which we provide online for you guys who are studying for the state exam, and also you can use it for your course exam. If you're doing an online course, it is extremely handy. So what this is an attempt to say, listen guys, you've gone through the book, you've done the 19 units or chapters. What is it you don't know? And that's hard. You can just get the book and start going through it page by page by page, not knowing really what you're looking at on a repetitive basis, or you can be asked questions, and questions are a great way of finding out what you don't know. And then when we come across a question, if we know it or we don't know it, we can mark it as such. And if I know it and I can answer it easily, I never want to be asked that question on that subject again. So that's what we're doing here. When you sign in to the dashboard, this is what you're presented with. You can either go to the exams or you can go to a performance tracker. Performance tracker looks at all the questions and answers that you've given in the past and determines where your weak areas are. We can talk about that a bit later. So let's just go on to the actual question part of it. We've got three options here. We can give ourselves a quick quiz, which is basically 50 random questions you can start answering, or you can actually go and give yourself a sample 100 question quiz, and you can do as many of these as you like. Simulate the exam, and this is 100 questions. One note is they don't do the math questions on here. They leave that as its own little separate category, which I think is great. Or what you can do is you can do a custom quiz. And you notice when I actually start an exam, I actually can go back to it at any time here. Or a custom quiz. This is where you should really start off. You'll see here we've got a total of 489 questions provided in the whole course. It's not really a course per se, but because you can determine exactly what order you want to do it. And you'll see all the different chapter subject areas here, and with the math ones at the end. And basically, if you can answer every single one of these correct, 100%, first time, then you are more and more ready to actually take the sales associate exam. And so what we're looking at is to actually go through these 489 questions and make sure that if we don't know the answer to them, we put them aside and come back to them later and learn a bit about it. All right. So I'm going to give you a quick example here how we might do it. I'm just going to use, let's just start with chapter 1 here, which is the real estate law qualifications and licensure. There's 97 questions total in that whole sort of the legal law, first 7 chapters. Then we go on to general real estate law and contracts and so forth. So there's 489 questions. What we're going to do is just to select one of these, okay? I'm not normally just doing one, but I would in this case. I'm going to ask all the questions that I've selected, in which case there's only 15. If I don't want to do 15, I just want to do 5, then that's what I will do. I can put down here 5. I can also have the choice to be asked questions I've never been asked before, and also be asked the questions that I've previously got incorrect. That's really, really very good. Keep on going through those until you get them right first time. You can also show the score as you go, and you can also show answer explanations as you go along. All right, I'm not going to do it. Let me just do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now let's launch the quiz. All right, so what we're seeing here is a typical question. A man who died intestate, owns a farm, court appointed a personal representative to dispose of the real estate. This representative is exempt from the real estate license. Read all of the answers. In fact, what you should do when you're answering any of these questions is you actually go and fully read the question and see if you can formulate an answer in your mind. Then look at all of the answers. Don't go to the first one like I nearly did, and see which one matches yours the best. Well, I know the answer to this one because I've been through it a few times, and there it is. When I click on it, it immediately shows me whether I'm right or wrong. It shows me what the wrong answers are, and it gives me the explanation and where I can find the answers and what unit. Let's go on to the next one. Which Florida statute governs DPPR? Well, we all know that. That's 455. But if I didn't, supposing I put down chapter 20, okay? Look, wrong. Here it is showing that I'm wrong and the explanation there. Okay. So now let's go on to the next one. Armed Forces, Jacksonville, valid license, and answer there is C. If I didn't know the answer, try not to guess, guys. Don't guess. Leave it and just check for review, and then maybe you can go back and look up the answer later on. Let's just go next. I'm only doing 5, remember. What type of evidence is refuted by contrary will be accepted in court of law? Prima facie. And then the next one, let's just do here. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just going to click on one. There you go. I got it wrong. So there was the right answer there. Submit. All right. So now I submit for grading, or I can go back. I got 60% right. Okay, because I got a few deliberately wrong there. Now when I go back to my performance tracker, I can see out of the questions that I wanted, I've answered 100%, but I only got 60% correct. All right, let's just go back to the dashboard, because now we've got a performance tracker here. I can see everything that's going on. Now, my aim, my ultimate goal here is to get 100% here and 100% here. So I'm working my way through all of the questions. And when I can hit both 100 and 100, I'm ready, well and truly ready, over ready to take that exam. Trust me, you will be. This is the only program that's out there, and it works really very, very, very well. Let's go back to the main custom quiz part. All right, so now if I go down and look, I can have a look at all the question areas, and slowly I start filling these in bit by bit by bit. You can work your way through in a logical order, or you can actually do it one section at a time in a random fashion. But when I look here, I can see that out of all of these questions here, for instance, I had 5 questions, I got 2 wrong, and I had 33% of them, of all the questions I, in that particular section, have been answered, and I'm averaging 60%. What I'm aiming for is to fill all of these blocks up with 100% and 100%, including those little math beauties. 81 questions on the math. 10 questions on the math. These 81 questions cover every possible scenario of the math that you can possibly wish for, or hope for, or fear for. So do think seriously about getting that. If you want to order this program, I sincerely suggest you do. It is not only great revision, and incidentally, you can use this on the broker exam as well. There's a few questions that are on the broker exam which aren't included in this, but this works great on the broker's exam. Just go to Suncoast School of Real Estate, and when that comes up, you can just click down here, and the sales exam preparation, exam question preparation, just click on that. It's $59, and if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Simple as that. Oh, also, I forgot. You also, when you order this, I will give you access to my complete set of unit videos, which I go through the whole course in a very compressed, short fashion, using slides and graphics and diagrams and stuff like this. Far, far, far more than you'll get in any other book. And people thoroughly enjoyed this, but you'll get these absolutely free. It's about 5 or 6, 7 hours of videos. I'm not quite sure how many hours, but you can look at, the whole course is on video there for you. So go ahead and order this, and just let me know how you get on. And as I say, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back, and see how you go. Congratulations on choosing this as a career, and very, very best luck on getting your exam passed. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye.